you want to ask any question, you are most welcome.
Maharaji, first, I'd just like to thank you for myself and for, I'm sure, all my brothers and sisters for coming last night. And I know you were probably very tired after the long journey, and to come and say goodnight to us was very kind.
Brother, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. And one other thing was, I found that yesterday, early before lunchtime, I was sure that you were going to come, and I was all anticipating your arrival, and I was all excited, and any minute I thought you were going to come around every corner. And then after lunch, I thought you were going to come for an afternoon session, and I kept expecting you to come around every corner. And then at dinner time, I kept expecting to see you come, and I had all this anticipation, and as the night wore on and I started getting more and more tired, I started thinking, well, maybe you're not going to come. And then when nightfall came, my mind was already sure that you weren't going to come. And then I noticed that all of a sudden, amidst the sound of horns, and you were even kind enough to leave your interior lights on in your car, you did come. And what my question is it seemed like it was kind of a metaphor or an example of meditation where at the beginning, maybe the first hour, I'm real excited and anticipating.
Well, you can draw your own conclusions, but for your information, I'm glad you only started thinking from the 8th morning. Some of you were sitting here on the 7th and they are waiting for me from 7th morning.
That's right.
But I never sent any word that I am coming on 10th noon. I sent a word here to the management, I'll be coming 8th evening late. But this mind is such, you can't help, you have to. It makes us restless.
Is it also, Masters, telling us that if we wait and we sometimes when we're least expecting it, at the last minute he'll come?
I think we should put our best sincere efforts and leave the result to him. When he thinks it proper, let it come. After all, our anxiety, our effort is not going to bear any fruit at all. It's entirely in his hands, so why not leave it to him rather than take the whole burden on our shoulder? We just put our efforts, sincere efforts, and our duty is just to knock, and we leave it to the owner. Let him open whenever he wants to. How we can put our demand before our knocking even? Our duty is only to knock. That is his duty. We should be sincere in our own duty. And you won't find him lacking.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Master, what did you make with me yesterday? What did you make with me yesterday?
What do you mean? Can you make yourself a little more clearer?
I lost you the first darshan yesterday. I lost the first darshan yesterday.
Where were you?
I was not in a possibility to come.
From where?
I was here.
Then?
Something happened to me and I couldn't come.
What was holding you back?
Something happening and I couldn't come.
All right, now you have come, then why worry?
I'm not worried, but I didn't know what happened with me.
Then you should know, brother, what's happening with you.
You know better.
My knowing won't solve any problem as long as you try to understand yourself. That's more essential.
I don't understand anything.
Because you have to live with yourself, not with me.
Why? I must live with you, not with me.
You have to live with yourself.
But what is myself?
Which you are saying yourself now that why did I miss the darshan? After all, somebody is speaking within you. What is that?
This is darshan.
Somebody is speaking within you. Live with that. You have to make your own arrangements, own thinking, own planning.
Master, you say that real love is love with no expectations. Is it bad if I want to have your darshan, if I want to come very nearly to you, very close to you, if I want to see you in your eyes, if I want to touch you? Is this bad? These are all expectations. But all the satsangis have, I think they have the same expectations, and so it is very difficult that all these wishes can become reality.
Brother, love is in the heart. It is not in the flesh.
It is not in the flesh, yes.
Whether you touch or not, that doesn't solve any problem.
But if the awareness is not high enough
Then,
to feel the
Then awaken-
omnipresence of the Master everywhere.
then awaken that awareness rather than use your flesh for that.
How?
But just as you realize that there is no awareness, now you are realizing there is no awareness.
There
so
is
try-
an awareness. The awareness who allows us to feel you everywhere. And most important, in ourselves. But if this awareness is not high enough to feel this, what we can do? What can I do? What can I do?
Leave it to the Lord. Leave it to the Father. Don't bring your eye and leave it to Him. Yes, sister?
Maharaji, when does a person know when it's their time?
Pardon?
When does a person know when it's their time to be initiated?
Time to be initiated?
Yes.
Sister, I have said many times, one must understand the philosophy thoroughly. Then the pull must come from within, with vehement force. One should not be able to resist it. And that is the time for seeking initiation.
Thank you.
Maharaji, I am a humble seeker who have come to seek liberation from the bondage of
From where have you come, brother?
From New York.
From?
Maharaji, from New York City, Maharaji.
New York. You're most welcome, brother.
Thank you
Most
very much.
welcome. Most welcome.
I have felt a great pull drawing me here.
I hope you have read some books.
Many books,
Then
Maharaji.
you are most welcome to ask any question. Anything which not clear, you are most welcome to.
My question is, Maharaji, I have put my papers in for initiation, but how will I know that I am for you? Can
Well,
you tell
let
me?
the time come. Meanwhile, you can ask any question you feel like as long as you are here attending the meetings. The rest we can see to it.
Thank you, Maharaji. I'm not clear of what you just said to me. I didn't
Pardon?
quite hear what you just said to me, Maharaji.
I said as long as you are here, you can ask any number of questions about the philosophy, and then later on we will see about your initiation. Because have you applied for it?
Yes, Maharaji.
Then the information must have reached your country back. They will do it accordingly.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Yes, please.
Master, we know that meditation is a rehearsal to die. If we often feel that we are dying physically, is that a wrong attitude?
What do you mean by physically feel dying?
Feel like we're on the verge of dying, actually. And feel like we're on the verge of dying from the physical flesh. Is that a
Then-
wrong attitude? Is that a wrong attitude? Is that a
No, one should be prepared for death any time, that's a different thing. But no question of feeling of dying. We should all be prepared that whenever He wants us to quit from the stage, we should leave smilingly. That's a different attitude. But we should not always go on thinking about our death.
I teach people to exercise with loud rock music.
What is rock music?
It has a very heavy rhythm, a downbeat. I could sing some.
You see, it is not the job which matters. It is how much your attention is spread. The job, how much it takes your mind out. How much your attention spreads out. That matters in meditation.
I understand. So that could be anything. It wouldn't matter if it was
It can be
music.
anything.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Master, I just wanted to have a follow-up question from our interview this morning. In meditation, when you're feeling the glory of the power in your meditation, is this okay to feel and love and want more of this energy that comes through?
What do you mean by feel?
Well, when I'm in deep meditation, I feel that I have receiving so much grace.
In meditation, we always build certain atmosphere, certain bliss, certain peace, which we like to retain as much as we can, even in our daily activities, which helps us to grow through ups and downs of the whole day.
And the bliss that you feel in the meditation, it's good to want more of this?
Naturally, who would like to deny that?
I was just wondering if it was wrong to be so greedy to want more.
No. In meditation, you are never greedy.
I feel like it.
You see, in love, one is never greedy. The more you give, the more you receive, the more it grows, the more you want.
Thank you.
We are told that the only thing that is between us and God is our mind. And I do not understand. The mind has its source in Trikuti.
Yes.
Why do we need more stages? The fourth stage.
Why we need more?
Stages. Why do we need stages behind Trikuti? When we have Trikuti, our mind is conquered.
You see, till Tirkuti, we are in the domain of call. It is a domain of birth and death. It is a domain of action-reaction. It is a domain of karmas. Unless these karmas are clear, you cannot escape from Tirkuti. When you go beyond the realm of mind and maya, then you all clear your karmas. Then there is no weight on the soul, and mind is separated from the soul. Then all those karmas or anything else cannot pull back the soul to the level of creation. It is only the karmas which pulls the soul to the level of creation. When you go beyond the realm of karma, and nothing else is left to pull you to the level of creation. So we have got to go beyond Tirkuti.
Yes, and why have we to go further? There are more stages. We go to Trikuti, we go to the third region, then we have conquered our mind. There is no karma, there is no maya. Why do we have to go further? Because other yogis, maybe Yoga Vashista and Ramana Maharshi, also say you must conquer your mind. But they say, then it is okay. But in Sant Mati it is told us to go further, to the fifth region.
I tell you, if you go beyond the realm of mind and maya, you will not take birth. But when another grand creation will come, you may have to come back. If you go beyond the fourth region, fourth realm, then even if there is any other creation, you will not come back at all.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but how can there be anything after Maya? Maya is, with Maya, our world comes to creation.
Yes.
And after, when there is no Maya, how can there be a sound at the fifth level? How can there be delusion? It must be
see,
out.
I'll tell you. You see, when the whole creation is dissolved, it only remains till fourth stage. And from there it can be created again by the Lord. But those who go beyond the fourth stage, they will not come back to the creation whenever this creation may be created again.
Yes, but when you say there is a fourth stage, then that means there is Maya.
There's no
Because
question of
only
Maya.
God is not
When
is
the,
beyond.
when the God created the creation, nothing existed, Bible says in St. John. Nothing existed, only the God. There was no Maya at all. Only He existed. He projected Himself. Then He created Maya. Then He created mind. There was no Maya at that stage.
But this highest stage is the eighth stage.
You call it, you see, there's a subdivision of the fifth one. Fifth
Yes.
stage or eighth stage come to the same thing.
But I want to know what is at the other stages. What it is the fourth stage, what happens there? Why do we need the fourth stage, the fifth stage, the sixth stage, the seventh stage, and the eighth stage?
I say fifth, you call it fifth or sixth, seventh, eighth, is the same thing. There's no difference at all.
But
They are only subdivision of the fifth stage.
But between the fifth stage and the eighth stage, there's a difference because in the eighth stage there is no sound, there is nothing, only God exists. And
Sound itself is God. There's no other God. Word is God. Christ says word is God. There's no other God. We are just confused by the 7, 6, 7. You see, there's nothing like 7, 6, 7 stages. Only 5 stages. Fifth stage, some people have subdivided them. Just some mistake have divided only 2 stages, Brahm and Par Brahm. Below Tirkuti and beyond Tirkuti. They have not confused seekers more. Others have described 5 stages. Some have described 8 stages, you see, taking an account of the subdivision of the 5th stage.
okay, I see. Then please can you tell me what happens at the third stage, at the fifth stage, and at the fourth stage?
5th stage, you are part of the Father. You will not come back at all.
Is there a difference?
Whenever there is a creation again, souls till 4th stage can be sent back. But those who go beyond the realm of 4th stage, even if there's any other creation again, they will never be sent back.
How can they be sent back when there is no karma and no
There's
Maya?
no question of karma. Where was the karma when the God created the creation? Where was the karma? Where was the Maya? When the God created this whole creation, where were the karmas? Where were the Maya? There was no Maya, no creation. No karmas. Only He existed. Nothing existed. He has projected Himself into this creation. He created Maya. He created mind. He created Kal for this creation to continue. So He creates everything. There's no Maya there.
In the Advaita Yoga, they make a clear definition. They say, when you go beyond Maya and your mind, then there is no seeing, there is nothing seen, no act of seeing, and no seer.
It's just a way of explaining.
But this happens in Sant Mat at the third stage. Am I right?
Well, you can say it. You see, some people have tried to explain only till 2nd stage. And then they say beyond, you see, Par Brahm. They don't try to explain much at all. Some mistakes have explained beyond that. Others have not. It's unnecessary to explain to a, student of elementary class.
But how can there be an explanation when there is no mind? After Trikuti, there can be no explanation because it is no mind.
Mind is
no
not
thoughts.
there. That's what I say. Mind is not there. Mind is maximum is the 2nd stage.
So how can there be another stage when there is no mind? Stage is only mind.
You mean stage? You mean to say that stage there cannot be stage without the mind? No, no.
He is creating all these
Then
stages.
the Lord, you see, then where the Lord stays? You mean he has to stay within the realm of mind?
No, this is the only stage which is behind, I think. I hope.
You can make it 2 stages, you can make 5 stages, you can make 8 stages, it comes to the same thing.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
a way of explaining things. But mind doesn't work beyond second stage. Certain impressions of our karmas remain on the soul after second stage. Even they are washed out in the third stage. What we call it sanskaras, impressions on the soul of the so many million births. They are not sufficient to pull you back, and they don't disturb you, but certain impressions are there, certain shadows are there on the soul. Even they are washed in the third stage.
And on the fourth stage there happens nothing special.
Nothing.
Thank you. Then fourth and fifth stage is nearly also the same.
Let us go beyond second stage, that is sufficient.
Hello, Master. I was interested in where you feel art comes from, and if you have a talent, if it's important that you express it on the earth if you're meditating. I'm not initiated yet, but I'm seeking initiation.
I'm not following your question, madam.
Well, if you love dancing or drawing or something like that, is it important for you to express your talent? Is it important to do much work towards it? Or is the earth plane just somewhere that you work and earn your living and earn your keep? And
Well, sister, some jobs are just for our mental satisfaction, say hobby, to keep our mind absorbed, or they give us certain innocent pleasures. Other are for our living. It depends upon with what angle we look at them.
Right. So if you love drawing or something like that, it's not necessarily important to really work hard to perfect it, to perfect something.
Well, if you want to be perfect in your job, you have to work hard.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Maharaji, the question I have is, where is the seat of the will?
You see, what is your concept of will? Will is nothing but a mind. Will is a certain level of our own conscience. It is my will. Sometimes we say it's the master's will. Sometimes we say it's the God's will. It's a very comparative word. Sometimes say, I do it. It's my will. Sometimes say it's the master's will. I have to go through it. Somebody say it's the God's will. What else we can do? What is your concept of will you want to know?
My idea is the will is some faculty of the soul that you have to meditate, that you have to get rid of mind.
Well, brother, first we start with the will of the mind. Soul's will be soul's always yearning to go back to its own source. Soul is not interested in this creation at all. Its natural inclination is always towards the Father. It is the mind which is pulling the soul back to the level of creation. So we are all now living in the will of the mind. We all do what our mind dictates us to do. Mind is our master and we have become the slave. Slave has no option but to follow the master. When we go beyond the realm of the mind and the Maya, then soul becomes the master, mind becomes the slave. Then we can say, it is my will, the soul's will. And soul's will is always towards the Father, to live in His will, to be happy in His love and devotion, nothing else. Soul doesn't want anything else at all. So sometimes we often deceive ourselves saying, I am living in the will of the Master. We can say if we go beyond the realm of mind and Maya. As long as mind is there, we cannot say we live in the will of the Master. We are living in the will of the mind. When we go beyond the mind, then we can say we live in the will of the Master or God. It comes to the same thing. Now we are all living in the will of the mind. It may be a noble mind, it may be a higher mind, it may be an evil mind. But we all are dominated by the mind. And mind is already a slave of the senses. Mind is not also independent. It has become slave of the senses. Mind is living in the will of the senses. Any sense can pull the mind to its own level. So we have to reverse the whole process. Now senses are controlling the mind is controlling the soul. So with meditation or with the help of Shabad, we want to reverse the whole process so that the soul may control the mind and mind may control the senses. Then we conquer the mind. Then we are living in the will of the Father.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Then I understand that there is no free will.
I think you understand rightly.
Thank you.
Maharaji, on your left. I have never been here to Delhi before, and I am awestruck and overwhelmed at the seva that is done here for all of us and for all of the masses and multitudes that come. And I feel undeserving and even a little bit guilty of taking of what you give to us here, Master.
Well, sister, I have said so many times the institution belongs to all satsangis, irrespective of the country or caste or creed or any boundary of any country. It belongs to everybody. And everybody takes a pleasure to serve the institution. And you being the part of the institution, so they take it a privilege to serve you all.
Thank you.
And their service increases love in us for the Father. It creates humility in us. It creates devotion within us for the Father. Without love, you can never do service. Service creates love, service starts with love, and service strengthens love. Unselfish service. Yes.
Maharaji, I am a seeker of a very few weeks, and I've come here from England to see you because I'm very troubled. I've sought the Lord with great longing all my life, and in meditation a few months ago I was set on fire, and my body is now full of electricity. I've learnt that this is Kundalini. I'm in fear of my life sometimes. I would like to ask you for your help and advice. I'm very troubled.
Who helped you to rise the Kundalini?
It happened. Nobody. I didn't know that would happen. I was just sitting in meditation.
I think we have a wrong concept of Kundalini.
I don't know. I tell you what happened to me.
Why do you attribute it to the Kundalini, all this?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I say, why do you attribute all this to Kundalini?
Because somebody told me, because I've searched and read to understand since in these last 4 months, to understand what happened to me. But maybe it's not. I don't know, Maharaji.
That
I
is
know I am full of electricity.
That is the main
and I am
point.
frightened. And I know you can help me, which is why I've come from England.
Lord helps everybody. Just leave it to Him. And you must retain your balance. We just become nervous for nothing. No Kundalini bothers us. You must have a strong willpower.
I have a strong will, Maharaji.
Then
but
why bother? Why bother?
Because I am frightened of the effects that it has on me.
No.
Will it just go away?
If you have a strong will, then nobody can frighten you.
So I just wait and it will go.
The question of waiting, there's nothing wrong with you. It's only your mind which is frightening you. Just your mind, making you nervous. You must have faith in your own self.
I do. I have the proof of it. I've come all this way just to see you, and I only learnt about you. Just thank you.
Master, my question is, if I realize that I'm caught up in entanglements in the world and that I'd like to free up more and more time for meditation and to build up the spiritual practice, is this something that happens automatically if there's a desire, or how does it work? If I see that sometimes I get a sense, I can look at my own life and see that I'm caught up in things that don't really matter, and yet I have certain duties to perform and responsibilities, but I also am aware that they are detracting me from my spiritual life. And I'm wondering, does it happen automatically that these things resolve themselves?
Well, sister, what is your concept of spiritual life?
To not be involved in activities that take one's mind out, to have a lot of spare time to build up a lot of meditation and that sort of thing.
Well, if we can keep our 2.5 hours daily, it's more than sufficient. It fits in with all other activities of our life. You'll be able to discharge your all responsibility, all obligations in the life. There won't be pressure for time at all from any angle.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaji, for the gift of Nam. 2 years ago, I met Papa Lutz, your Venezuelan representative, Papa Lutz, and I was wheezing and coughing. I have asthma and diabetes, but he said to me that at one point in time, he had a lot of pain in his leg, and you asked him, why was he carrying this karma? Why was he still carrying it? So I want to know, am I intensifying the karmas that I have with my illnesses? Can I let go of the karmas? Is there such a thing in your estimation as healing of oneself through God?
Healing of karma, there is only one medicine, that is meditation. Your meditation can heal your karmas, nothing else.
Could meditation help me to breathe better?
Well, the doctor can help you much better than meditation.
I'm on so many steroids, antihistamine sprays, and I'm afraid that the side effects are worse than what the benefits are.
Anyway, for sickness, medicine, a doctor is the only way.
If it's prescription medicine, you say I can have it.
Whatever it is, doctor can help you better.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Master, I have always thought that I should apologize to you personally for not being able to follow the path. I really don't know why I've felt like that, but I've just felt like that I needed to personally apologize to you.
Why, brother? Why? Where is the necessity to apologize?
Well, for most of us, and particularly me, you are it. There is nothing else. And if I can't get your forgiveness in sort of my menial way,
I don't have a chance. So I feel like I need to apologize to you for my shortcomings.
I don't think any necessity for you to apologize at all.
Thank you.
There's no necessity. On this subject, just want to be brief. If we had free will, we would not have been part of this creation today. We would have remained the part of the Creator. Nobody consulted us when we were pushed down to this creation. And nobody consulted us to give a particular country to us. We were sent. Some were America, some were South Indian, some were Russia, some India, some there. Nobody was consulted where he wants to take birth. We were never consulted for our parentage. We had no choice to have number of sisters and brothers. And all these things go a long way to condition our mind to think in a certain way, to act in a certain way. You follow my point? Our parentage, our environments, our atmosphere of the country, our friends, our schooling, they go a long way in our thinking, molding our thinking, and acting accordingly. So when there are so many things which are not in our control, but yet they make us act in a certain way, make us think in a certain way, how can we think we have free will?
I understand. But we still have some choices.
We have conditioned free will, limited free will.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Christ said, even the hair on the body are numbered. When we don't have even a choice how many hair we are going to have on the body, then what free will we have? Guru Nanak says, the leaf doesn't move without his order. Even that is also within his order for the leaf to move. So where is the free will? So on the higher scale there is no free will at all. Yes.
Radhaswami Master, I just wanted to thank you for all that you've done for me in the last year. You've been so wonderful to me. I'm very, very, very much in your debt. And for allowing me to come again to India, it's all this wonderful grace you always constantly pour onto people like me and others. So I just wanted to say thank you. And ask you a question about death. I was told by another satsangi that to long for death is not a good thing because one should be grateful for life, which I understand. But perhaps on the same vein, the attraction to the world is not that great, and perhaps death is not something that one should shun, but rather be happy at its coming.
Sister, we should never long for death, but we should always be prepared for death. We should not be frightened of death. And we should be prepared to face it any time smilingly. But we should never long for it. The Lord has given us this opportunity for a certain purpose, certain object to achieve, to fulfill certain commitments. We should try to do that, not try to cut short of this life. But we should not be attached so much to this creation that when the time comes to depart, we don't want to leave it. We should always be prepared to leave any time when the order comes. That should be the attitude to the death.
So we must wait graciously for your time.
It is His grace that He gives us human birth.
Yes.
You don't get it so easily. It's a very rare opportunity to get this opportunity.
And Master, if someone does take themselves and commit suicide,
very unfortunate people.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate people.
And they must come back to learn those lessons over again?
Well, that is between them and the Father, but it is a very unfortunate.
Thank you very much.
Master, in continuing with the idea of no free will, if one follows through on an action that one knows is not going to be good for you, and in spite of everything you do, you can't stop yourself, does that incur more karma afterwards? I mean, it would seem like that's a karma you're going through, but do you have to pay more karma on top of that?
That means mind is very powerful, knowing everything, this is not right, still we are made to do it. It means our mind has become very powerful. We are conscious what we are going to do is wrong. It is not right. And still we do. It means our mind is very powerful. And we are very weak before our mind.
What can we do to stop ourselves?
Hmm?
I mean, how does one stop themselves at that point? I mean,
well, meditation is the only help.
Right.
Radhaswami Master, I just wonder, where do thoughts come from?
Where?
Thoughts.
Thought?
Yeah, your thoughts.
Thoughts. Thought?
Yeah. When you think, when something...
It's mind.
Yeah.
It's mind.
You said earlier, the will...
Thought is the expression of the mind.
Yeah. You said earlier, the will... well, how do we fight thoughts? When we try to stop a thought, when we realize the thought is wrong, where does that come from?
Mind creates these thoughts, mind has to fight with those thoughts. Mind creates this evil tendency within us, and our higher mind fights with us to resist this tendency. Mind projects in many ways. Mind becomes our enemy, mind becomes our friend to help us and to warn us. Call it conscience. That is also part of mind. Call it higher mind, noble mind, good mind. And a evil mind tempts us towards the senses. And conscience warns us this is wrong. That is also mind. Mind projects in many ways.
So when thoughts are thick in meditation, if I have a problem when I'm doing bhajan, my thoughts are very thick, should I return to Simran?
You should keep your full mind in Simran, then there's nothing is left mind and nothing to think else. When mind is absolutely 100% absorbed in Simran, then it cannot think anything else at all.
So should we continue with Simran? When should we change to bhajan?
No, you do Simran.
Yeah.
And you can attend to bhajan also, whatever it suits you.
But if your thoughts are very thick...
Thoughts are thick?
Yeah, you have a lot of thoughts.
You see, you have to eliminate worldly thoughts with the help of Simran. If your mind is absorbed in Simran, then how can mind think anything else? Because it's the same mind which is thinking about other things and the same mind which is doing Simran. It means the whole of your mind is not active.
So when will soul be active?
Beyond Tirkuti.
Beyond Tirkuti. Okay, thank you, Master.
Master, I have a question. Coming here, I have a question about meditation. I can understand doing Dhyan with love after seeing you, but what I don't understand is how to listen to the sound with love and devotion.
Well, if you attend to Simran with love and devotion, automatically you will hear the sound with love and devotion. Love and devotion means you have faith in the Master. Whatever method he has told you to tame your mind, this is the method you have to follow. You don't waver with the mind. You don't argue with the mind whether this method is right or wrong. I don't know what I am doing, whether when a result will come or not. This is having lack of faith and love. To feel conviction, being convinced to attend to meditation, that is doing meditation with love and faith.
Thank you.